What's up guys, welcome to the video. Today we are finally putting the Wilwood Brake Kit on the Evo 3. Huge shout out to Alex from Evolutions Plus. I actually lost the adapters and I reached out to him and he got them shipped out to me super quick. Customer service, always top notch. Thanks bro, I really appreciate it for allowing me to make this happen. And if you guys haven't done so already, go check him out on Facebook. He just hit 200,000 followers on his page. And he is the man if you have an Evo and you need anything. Definitely hit him up. So the plan for today, my buddy Matt, he's actually heading over to give me a hand. Bleeding brakes is a two-person job and he didn't have anything going on. So I was like, dude, if you wanna come help me out. So he should be here shortly. And as soon as he gets here, we're gonna get the Evo prepped, get the front lifted up, get the old brake calipers off and get the new ones on. I'm finally doing it. Super excited. So stay tuned. So while we're waiting on Matt, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little update on the Silver's Coilover kit. I think they finally settled in. And check out that fitment. Oh, this kit has been awesome. I've actually put a few miles on the car since installing the coilovers and nothing but positive feedback. If you have not just an Evo 3, if you have any car and you're looking to get some coilovers, definitely check them out. I know BC gets dropped a lot, and Fortune Auto and Fields and all these other companies, but for the price and the quality and the fitment, I can't speak highly enough about the Silver's coilovers. They cost a little bit more than the BCs, but not a whole lot. But I think you're getting a really solid product. Like I said, go check them out. I'm not paid. I'm not sponsored by them by any means. But I can honestly say after having them for a few weeks, they've been phenomenal. And the 24 dampening settings, little adjustment knob, super awesome. It works as it should. Thank you again, Silver's. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and move the Evo and get the front of the car in a better position. So once we get everything lifted up, we don't have to move it around or anything like that. All right guys, so Matt's here. Hi Matt, he's over here working on the passenger side, getting the wheel off. So we got the Evo lifted up and look at the squad in the rear. Looking like Stance Nation over here. And I don't know if you guys saw the car meet vid from the other day. Here's Matt's ride. Beautiful C7 Corvette with the white and black two-tone. Car looks nice. Couldn't even pull it up in the driveway because I've got this crazy angle over here. Didn't even want to mess with it. So for the kit for today, I think I mentioned in a previous video, but these are from a Mitsubishi Outlander. I believe they're 295 millimeters, and they came in a 5x114.3 bolt pattern. And I had a machinist out here redo the bolt pattern of 4x114.3, which is the bolt pattern for the Evo 3. And here are the brackets that I sourced from Evolutions Plus. Alex, shout out once again, really appreciate that. And then we're gonna be putting the Wilwood Super Light brake caliper kit. And I believe if you're gonna run this kit on an Evo 3, you need at least 16s, don't quote me on that, maybe 17s. I know the OEM wheels are 15 inches and these definitely will not fit. I have 17-inch RP01s and I'm hoping they fit. It's kind of trial by error. I do have good amount of room right here from the inside of the barrel of the wheel and the brake caliper, but only one way to really find out. For now, we're gonna work on this side first. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and work on the passenger side. Got the wheel off. Pretty straightforward, should be fairly simple process. There are 2 bolts on the back of the caliper. I know the rears are 14 millimeter. Should be the same here. Get this out the way, undo the banjo bolt. I have some hose clamps, so we'll pinch off the brake line, prevent as much fluid loss as possible. We're gonna have to bleed the system anyways. Get these out the way, get the rotors off, and get the new ones on. The rotors on the rear were on there pretty good from the rust, so might have to, yeah, we're definitely have to remove the dust shield. That's not gonna go back on there. And then just hit it with a big hammer and hopefully get them off, get the new stuff on, and bleed it and go for a test drive. So I'm not gonna be filming like every little bit on here, but we're gonna do step by step, kind of show you guys the process of doing the front brakes on an Evo 3. All right, little update for you guys. We've got the passenger caliper out. Came out pretty easily, the bolts broke free, rather nice. And Matt's is trying to get the rotor off. I mean, this thing is on there, but so you can see the setup. Got a hose clamp. We've got the brake line clamped up right here. Once we get this off, we just got to get the dust shield out. Not coming, huh?
Just needs a little bit of
oomph.
A little bit of effort.
Yeah, old cars will do that. we're gonna go ahead and work on getting this out and we'll pick back up. So we got the old rotor off, and I just want to do a quick side-by-side comparison to the new rotor compared to the old one. I don't know the actual size of the front one, but this one is definitely a lot bigger. And then check out the back side. I don't know if you guys can see that lip. Whew. I don't know for 100% if these are the original OE rotors that came in the car, but the way they look, I'm gonna go ahead and say they are. And then Matt is cleaning off the hub right now, and we're gonna go ahead and start working on getting everything onto this side. So far going pretty smooth, and I always say it every time I work on this car and I'm making a video, keep fingers crossed. There's always hiccups, but so far so good. Maybe having a helper, maybe Matt's the good luck, I don't know, we'll see. All right, another little update for you guys. So we've got pretty much everything removed. We had to take the Dremel and cut some of the dust shield out of here because with the rotors on there, the back side of the rotor was gonna rub along a few different spots and the top lip. So we kind of took the top lip out. I don't have a bolt to remove the hub. It's the only way to get the actual dust shield out of here to get the hub out the way. And it seems like it's maybe tacked on here. So anyways, we had to leave it on here for now. Maybe down the road, replace the hubs, get the actual dust shield out of here. But for now, we're working on the brackets and put a little thread locker. The hardware, I had the bolts on the wrong side and I was like, oh, it's not gonna work, but a little trial and error. So we've got these torqued down with some thread locker. Now we're gonna actually try to mount up the caliper, get the rotor on here, put the caliper, see if everything fits. So on a positive note, the Mitsubishi Outlander rotors do fit thanks to the machine shop. And you can see here the hub diameter, everything is perfect. And obviously you just got to get the 4x1 14.3, but they're on there. And then the clearance on the back side, we've got maybe like a few millimeters right here, super tight. Had to take a hammer actually and just kind of flatten it out, but there is clearance all around. Super stoked about that. And now to try to get the actual caliper on here, moment of truth essentially. Look at that, like a glove. Oh yeah.
Oh, that'll do it.
Is it good on the front?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, and I see the holes on the back side for the bracket are lined up. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this bolted down. Got the brake pads in here. Nice thing about the Wilwood kit, there's a little cotter pin right here. You just slide it out and the brake pads literally come right in and out. So making a brake pad swap on this is definitely a breeze. Yeah, just like that. Definitely a lot nicer than the OE rotors that were in here before. Guys, so excited right now. We just test fit one of the wheels and the clearance on here is perfect. We've got everything bolted up, put some thread locker on all the hardware on the back, rotated the wheel, no rubbing, nothing like that. So I think it's safe to say we're good to go on the kit. So for now, we just got to get the bleeder screw out. Actually, where in the world do I put the banjo bolt on these? Didn't even think about that.
Oh, there's a sticker
on the back
that covers
okay.
up
Yeah.
the hole.
So now we just got to get the brake line mounted up here and work on the other side and then bleed it. And then that'll be the true test. I think taking it out and just doing like a little quick stop and see how the stopping power is compared to the old ones. I will say the old rotors were making some rubbing noises, making some squeaking at slow braking applications. So I'm really excited to get rid of that. And the kit, look at that. Just looks so good. Coilovers in here. Man, the car is finally coming together. So the banjo bolt goes right in on the back side here. And I only had the one copper washer that was on the brake line. So I went and picked up some more and tighten it down. Should be good, but everything on this side is done for now. We're gonna go ahead and work on the driver's side, get everything bolted up, and then we'll get the rear raised and we'll have to go through the whole bleeding process. But as far as fitment goes, everything is looking a-okay. Now we've got this side done. I think the next side will be pretty streamlined, pretty straightforward. So we're gonna go ahead and tackle it. All right guys, another update for you. The driver's side front brake setup is installed. So now all we have to do is bleed the brakes. And in my previous brake caliper vid, when I did the rears, you got to go from the furthest point of the brake master cylinder, which is over here on the front right side of the car. So the bleeding process, we're gonna go back left, back right, front left, front right. And fortunately, I have Matt here to help me out with the bleeding. So now we're just gonna break the lug nuts on the back tires and get the car lifted up, get those off, and try to get it as even as possible and go through the process. So stay tuned, and the next step will be a test drive, essentially. Try to break them in and see how they are. All right, guys, we went out and just test drove everything. Matt's actually heading out. We do have to work tomorrow. We actually work together. I want to get a little shot of his car before he rolls out. But the brake kit is a success. Oh, it sounds so good. Anyways, actually, I test drove it on the way back from O'Reilly's. We had to run by and get some copper washers. That car is scary, I'm not gonna lie. But rotors are in, wheels are back on. Went ahead and bedded them down, did some good brake applications, got up to about 100 kilometers and kept them hot. Man, they look good. They look good. And I've got a little bit of a job to clean up over here. Old calipers, brake pads, old rotors, old stuff from the Evo. I still got the coilovers over here. A lot of you guys actually hit me up about the teens that I had. Like, hey, how much you want for them? If I'm being completely honest, I really don't think they're worth the price somebody would have to pay just for shipping alone. Unless you want to come pick them up and you're in the local area, come grab them. If not, I'm probably going to take them to the junkyard. But they are old. I don't even think you can move the adjustment screws. It's going to need new springs. All the seals, everything are pretty much shot on it. So if you have an Evo 3 and you're in the US and you want to refurb these coilovers, by all means hit me up. But if you're overseas somewhere, I mean, if you want to pay for it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. If not, I'm probably gonna get rid of them here in the next few weeks. But I got 4G63 stuff over here, down here, got the block here, valve cover in here, ready to send off for powder coating, just a bunch of crazy stuff. I think I have a problem. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's gonna do it for today's vid. Once again, huge shout out to my boy at evolutionsplus.co. Definitely go check him out. Find him on Facebook, follow him, like that page, and buy something from Alex. All right, guys, before I wrap this video up, I want to give you like a quick little review or some feedback on the Wilwood Brake Kit. As far as fitment goes, everything included in the kit was perfect. No modifications, no fabrications needed, except for the dust shield. If you do want to remove the dust shield, I guess be prepared to remove your wheel hub, which I didn't have the proper tools at the time. I had to modify it a little bit. Not a huge issue, just pull out the Dremel and kind of trim some of it. But just keep that in mind if you do go with this kit. And as far as performance goes, I don't have enough road time to give you like an in-depth review, but just from doing the brake testing, the more brake applications I gave it, the better they got. And the final one I did, I literally felt like I was gonna fly through my windshield. Compared to OEM performance, these things are night and day. And I don't even think they're bedded in all the way, so I expect the performance just to get a little bit better over time. But as of now, pretty nuts, pretty nuts. And the price, everything, the shipping, Alex, I highly recommend them. So if you have an Evo 123, make sure you get the Wilwood Super Light Kit. You won't be disappointed. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more content. Catch y'all in the next video. Later.